those awakening might frustrate you. March 25, 2014. Dear ones, those now awakening will project images and thoughts that are not necessarily what you expect, a bit like watching an infant learn to drink from a sippy cup. You know a cup must be grasped securely and placed to your mouth before drinking. Your infant, with unskilled hands and very little practice, might put the cup to his or her lips, eyes, hair, or just throw it on the floor in fun. Those of you who have reviewed your newer thoughts and actions for some time will watch in wonder as those newly awakened race around in helter-skelter fashion. One day they will be immersed in astrology, and the next deny the validity of anything related to astrology. Or extremely excited about the guru or book that will change all earth beings for the better. Perhaps it is difficult to remember that you started your new earth quest in a similar fashion, jumping from one thought or guru to another until you realized you had the knowledge within you. Your self-love, self-respect did not happen overnight. For many of you, it has been decades. Those newly awakening do not need years of study, merely weeks or months. In the meantime, you may be frustrated or overwhelmed by what they require of you. Tell me about this. Show me that. You don't know what you're talking about. I have the answers. My traumas are so much worse than were yours, will be a large part of your interaction with the newly awakened, if you so choose. Your newly awakened friends and relatives will seem more new earth infant than adult in the next few months. You wish to fly, and the basics enthrall them. Slow your pace to care for them if you want. But the universes do not require you to do so, nor is it likely your role. You only need do so if doing so feels right for you. Perhaps such a seeming lack of concern bothers you, for are you not a beacon for those following? You are indeed. But New Earth is much different from the old age. It is no longer about believing that all or most are less wise than you. That all or most must be taught what to think and do. You are not parents of those newly awakened. Nor are you their caretakers. Of course, if it feels right to help those just awakening to better understand what New Earth is about, do so. But most of you will feel frustrated by their questions and concerns. You are in graduate school and they are just beginning to read. To assume that your role is to caretake them in any way is to revert to what was, not what is. All are capable of learning what they wish to learn at the pace they wish to learn. Who held your hand as you moved through the many layers that is the new you? Perhaps a friend or a teacher here or there. But overall, it was an individual journey that you managed to do without books, hand-holding or a great deal of support. Your newer thoughts and actions are becoming part of mainstream, albeit in trickles for now, so those following have more support than was true for you. You are courageous enough to go it alone in so many ways. Those following have access to your internet messages, books and videos, your trailblazing paths. You will be extremely frustrated if you attempt to maintain a guru status for them. Such a role will not feel right within your new earth being. And for your newly awakened friend, the victim role will not allow them to move beyond the familiar, old-age victim caretaker roles. Caretaking others as they move through their dark night of the soul reduces their capacity to clear and clean what they must to ramp up their new earth being. Nothing that was is. And nothing that is was, including caretaking those souls you feel somewhat superior to now. Do not fret. They will catch up, perhaps even surpass you at some point. As is true for the infant learning to drink from a sippy cup. Eventually that infant becomes your adult child who instructs you about finances and other areas as they increase their knowledge, and your earth knowledge becomes static. And so it is that you need not worry or slow your pace to help those just awakening. The most appropriate assistance is expanding as it feels right and joyful for you, knowing others will do the same. New Earth is not one group pulling up the other, but instead, one group shining their light so others can follow, if they choose. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com